Okay. Hi, it's been a while, but it feels so good to see you all again. If you're new here, my name is Keo and I'm a final year student studying at the University of Hong Kong. And this is where I like to procrastinate and get things done last minute. Fun fact, this is the same desk and the same room that I have studied and slept in for the past 15 years, if I ever do study. And I feel like this desk has infinite potential for different setups, and I'm always rearranging it just to freshen up the look and to see which setup fits my particular workflow. And obviously looks the best at the same time. Productivity isn't really my thing, so I go for the aesthetics instead, which might not also be my thing. I prefer the personality. This is my new PC. It is my first ever PC build, and I have to say it is easy to build compared to, let's say, being a brain surgeon. You know when you watch a YouTube tutorial on how to do anything, and then after you watch it, you're like, this is easy. But then when you actually go to do it, you're like, why YouTube be lying? That's basically how my first PC build went. That is the most stressful thing I've done in my entire life. Holy shit, this is light. This is so light. Actually, no, never mind. They weigh the same. I thought they weighed light, but they weighed almost the same. So this SSD is a new one, obviously. This is from my brother's old laptop. It broke. Disassembled it, took out the SSD, and I'm gonna use it as boot drive or just extra storage because the parts inside the computer are still useful. I stopped filming midway because if not, it would take me at least another decade to finish building it. I don't know why I chose a difficult form factor case for my first ever PC build. It's like skipping tutorial and choosing Asian as a difficulty mode. The case is a ZX1 from iQnix. It is a 10-liter case. For context, my backpack is 20 liters. There is an air-cooled version of the same case coming in at sub 10 liters, which is insane. For the ingredients, it is running the Intel i5-12600K, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM from Corsair, a 1TB Crucial P3 NVMe, and another 500GB Toshiba NVMe from my brother's broken laptop. The motherboard is the H670M from ASRock, the AIO is the Kraken X53, and an RTX 2080 for the GPU. I know, 40 series just dropped, why am I still running the 20 series? So the story behind this 2080 was that my friend recently upgraded his PC and he has a spare 2080 and he sold it to me for cheap, which I'm totally down for because the Asian mindset runs strong. This GPU is still capable as hell. I can still run Apex at 200 FPS, which is totally good enough for me. Cable management is basically non-existent in a case like this, which is not good for my OCD, but I tried my best. Everything is snug. The case is really well built, high quality aluminium, and for the most part, very intuitive. I would imagine it would be easier to build into the air-cooled version because there would be less wires to manage. But no complaints. I would not, however, recommend building into a small form factor case if you're building a PC for the first time. I spent a solid 2 hours just going through the manuals. I haven't done so much reading since I got into university. Oh, also I have to move my setup temporarily to the living room because my parents are away for a few days and I have to abuse the dining room space and the Wi-Fi speed. But I would say it is totally worth it. You know what the best feeling in the world is? I spent 12 hours building this PC from 11 AM to 11 PM, and then I press the button, the computer turns on the first try. I was over the moon, my neighbors hate me, and now I know that Harvard made a mistake by not accepting this guy. As for my laptop, I am contemplating on selling it since it already fulfilled its mission by coming to exchange with me and edit videos while I'm in Japan. I bought this guy almost 4 years ago with the intention of going to exchange someday and editing videos, even though my YouTube was still potato back then. But it was and still is a great laptop. The monitor is still the same, it is the Asus VG27AQ. I had this guy for almost 2 years and it has a good balance between editing and gaming. Sorry I didn't mention studying. It is the one piece of tech that I really missed during my study abroad because editing on a laptop screen is just not as efficient when you're used to editing on a big monitor. And I didn't really appreciate the benefits of having such a big monitor until I couldn't use it anymore. So that's why I always go for the big one. That's what she said. Recently, I found out there is one stuck pixel, only on dark backgrounds, which is driving my OCD nuts. Again. For the mouses, I'm using the MX Master 3. A great productivity mouse, it is ergonomic and comfortable, and I wish it came in black. You can reprogram all the buttons. I had the side scroll wheel for zoom in and out, and the 2 buttons for volume up and volume down. Literal game changer. I also have the glorious Model O wireless for occasional gaming. I wish I had the time to play games with the boys, but school is just saying no these days. As for keyboards, which is my favorite part, I am so grateful to have the opportunity to test out so many keyboards from different companies throughout these 2 years. From low profile to very low profile, to 60% to 75% and even Alice style keyboards. These are all the keyboards I loved using and they are all stock. I did not mod them in any way. It is crazy to see how stock keyboards can pack full of features and have become so good these few years. My top picks would be, if you're looking for a low profile mechanical keyboard, then go for the Vissels LP85. A 65%, then go for the EpoMaker TH66, a 75%, the ASIO Cascade, and the full size, the Icunix F97 is pretty solid. The craziest keyboard I have ever received is probably this from Melgeek. It is their Lego Pixel keyboard. It is ginormous and they are not kidding. It is actually made of Lego bricks. I think they have a website where you can customize your own design and I'll link it in the description if I could find it, but it is just super cool that they are making something like this. It is unfortunately a little too big for my desk, but come on, it is still an amazing thing to behold. I will give away this keyboard by the end of next month. Wow, even their packaging is so nicely done. So if you're interested in this keyboard and if you're interested in other exclusive content like editing tips and behind the scenes, do feel free to check out my Patreon. No pressure though, it already means a lot to me for you guys to be watching my videos. For the rest of the desk, the mouse pad and the shelf is from Grovemade. I love the wood, it goes well with the other wooden accents that I have on the desk. Grovemade actually sent me a white one a while back because they thought it would satisfy my monochromatic needs, which is very thoughtful of them. But my mouse is a little bit too thick and couldn't slide underneath the shelf while I like to tuck things away for more desk space. So I ended up using it as a TV stand for the living room. The shelf is from my neighbors when they moved out, and the wall is still full of my memories, and it adds a little bit of personal touch to my desk. And finally, we have the lights. It doesn't look like much in the morning except for increasing the electricity bill, but this room literally shines at night. These light strips in the corner are from Govee. They're super bright and you can choose from a million bajillion colors, or even if you fancy epilepsy, that is also an option, but definitely not something that I recommend. These triangular panels are from Nanoleaf. I haven't got the time to mess around with it yet, but as far as I know, it has touch control, which is super convenient, and it is bright enough as a reading light, if I ever read, that is. The cool thing about both these lights is that both of them can be controlled through your phone with their built-in apps or connect them with any smart home speakers. The lights are just for vibes, obviously. They might increase my FPS in game, but they do not increase my productivity. Normally, I would leave them on the reading light setting, which is the most comfortable to my eyes. But if I'm just chilling and being laid back, I would just vibe and have these colors turned on. It is a great addition to my room overall. Also, I have this microphone where I do my voiceovers. I've seen some of you in the comments saying that this thing looks pretty sus, and I can't argue with that. It does look like some glorified sex toy, but this microphone makes my voice sound particularly nice. This thing stays as a microphone for now, and I'm not planning to shove this thing up my ass. It's been 15 years of using the same desk, and I absolutely love it. It's like seeing a child grow up, or something like that. Where did that analogy come from? I have seen this desk slowly evolve from my mom dictating what my desk should look like to now me being able to do whatever I want according to my particular needs. But some things never change, like I still have tissues for easy access. But overall, I am very, very satisfied with how my desk turned out. And I like to think of my desk and my room as a continuous mini project where I can work on and improve on throughout the years. And I think this desk is still full of potential. Maybe you guys can do this with your room as well. Sometimes just cleaning it and rearranging it can go a long way. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.